Alright boys, oh yeah, don't mind the team, I'm just currently doing the event, so I'm just kind of spamming out the rate up. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. What we're here for, I stumbled across a very old folder of mine when it came to with Jujutsu Kaisen PhantomParade initially coming up to its release. Now, as you guys know, with all games, you know, when it comes to them coming up for release, they tend to advertise the game by showing character, artwork, etc. and all that good stuff, of course, and that's pretty much what JJK PhantomParade did. Now, the only reason why this brings my interest is because I found an artwork that has yet to be implemented into the game, and it low-key falls under the Shibuya arc, and well, that version of the set character, we have still yet to see a summonable version of them. And yes, I am talking about the boy, the myth, the legend, Mahito, right? Currently in the game right now, we have a free-to-play Mahito that is purchasable from the shop by using 1500 medals, of course. Pretty much the #1 pickup through the store, purely because of how of a fantastic green free-to-play DPS character that he is, of course. And I mean, well, he is a tough character within the show itself, and so it kind of begs the question of how good of a character he'll be when it comes to being able to be summonable. Clearly there's a difference between summonable and free-to-play when it comes to the characters themselves. The developers don't tend to go, well, I guess this is kind of like a general thing of all games, you know, we don't tend to get that much of a broken free-to-play character. Of course, it's more on the side of a pay-to-win, where the characters can just get absolutely cracked out, such as like Gojo and Sukuna, but you guys know the drill. But still, Mahito, free-to-play, fantastic character. I'm kind of getting off topic here quickly. So, this is the artwork that I've stumbled across. Now, it low-key does like it is kind of valid to say that could this be next? Now, there's a lot of questions to ask whether or not if this is an artwork that they can utilize, if this is the next Mahito, or if this is the Mahito that they were initially going with at the very beginning of the game, but they scrapped it, and now we've got this free-to-play Mahito, right? You know, there's a lot that we can kind of take away from all of this, but I'm just saying, I don't know about you guys, but like, this kind of fits. Right, if they want to drop Mahito next in terms of having Miwa, Mekamaru, then Mahito, and use this artwork, it can work. Yeah, no, it can work. It low-key is, yes, it can work. And then at a later time, if they want to drop another version of Mahito, that's also valid. And I say this just because with Shibuya arc, I mean, it's so big. I mean, they can literally use the whole Shibuya arc for the span of this whole year. There's no doubt in my mind. And then if they want to end it off, well, near the end of the year is where it's going to get packed with like near the end of Shibuya arc. So that's why I say, you know, when it comes to Mahito, he is a hyped character, a loved character within the show itself. And so, I mean, yeah, having two versions of him, I don't think it would be a bad thing. But it just kind of, yeah, me finding this artwork and they've still yet to use it, it's just like, oh, wait, this kind of falls under the Shibuya arc, low-key. Could this be next? Possibly. Could they save it for a later time for a version of Mahito? Because obviously, there's no doubt in my mind we are going to be getting another version of Mahito for the Shibuya arc, clearly, right? With him going against Itadori, Kukusaki and whatnot, right? It's going to get to that point where, at that point is when we'll get our next Mahito. If they want to drop one early on, then that's a possibility, or they can just save it for next up. But it was just interesting to see this artwork. I mean, the artwork is clean, and I want to say, I'm going to have to rewatch it, but a part of me feels like maybe, because I'm looking at the artwork and I'm just like, is that the fight between him and Goku? I might be tripping. I'm going to have to rewatch it, because it's yeah, I got to rewatch it. But, yeah. Interesting, an unused artwork that fits into where the current game is at right now, right, arc-wise and whatnot. So it'll be interesting seeing whether or not if they want to drop Mahito early on. Obviously, we've just finished up with, I mean, well, I'm really trying to remember, did Mahito have any type of involvement with Gojo's stealing? No, he came out at the end when the train came by, didn't he? Yeah. I don't think we'll get a no. I think. Oh my god! See, I'm just trying to time it right because I feel like the developers, especially now with how they decided to start the Shibuya arc with Miwa and Mekamaru, it makes sense that they're probably following the storyline to then release the characters. So I'm just trying to pinpoint on when Mahito will drop. 100% they'll probably do a Mahito drop with the Itadori fight. So that's going to be later on, but I'm just saying, seeing that artwork, it's a bit of a leak. It's a bit of a leak if they choose to go. I mean, technically speaking, they don't have to use this artwork for the new MAHITO. I mean, they could also go to the recollection page, but I mean, there is another MAHITO artwork already out there, or already that has been illustrated. Whatever they do with it is completely up to them. I'm saying, you guys know, it was kind of hidden. Well, it wasn't exactly hidden away, but it was released before the game was even actually released. It was more used to kind of promote the game, like hype, etc. And for whatever reason, they chose not to use it. I feel like now is the best time to utilize it. The artwork looks good. I'm ready for my boy MAHITO to kick ass. The free-to-play one is an absolute banger of a unit. I'm ready to see that pay-to-win buff, that summonable buff that characters get compared to, you know, them being free-to-play and whatnot. So, yeah, there you go. Just kind of, again, stumbled across it. Thought I'd let you guys see it, and who knows? It could, if they want to be, it could be the next character in line. So Miwa, Mekamaru, MAHITO, or a character that is going to be saved later down the line once we get to that story part within the Shibuya arc.